Well, hello, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Here we are on the second case, second day of the trial. Found out April may have been implicit in phone tapping, although not necessarily for the murder. So she was taken into custody because she may be a suspect in the in the murder overall. And yeah, and we're going to question her boyfriend slash lover, I don't know who it is, who was staying in the room with her, but we couldn't do that day, so we had to move it to the next day. So here we go. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. She has like bipolar disorder or something. Like she went absolutely off the rails, like right now. Not, you stinking lawyer, hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Look at his face, frightened. So, what is it you wish to ask me then, Well, for starters, how did you get to be so totally wicked? Or whacked? That man. Who was that man? About the man who's sitting with you in your room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just against me? Okay. Well. So. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. What a jerk. Oh, she doesn't like that. She's not cooperating at all with anything. Okay, I can't examine here because there's no point. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. What would get her to talk? Wiretap, maybe? No. No, she's not talking. Okay. Get out of here. We need to find some more information, some more evidence. There's gotta be something else here. Oh yeah, the bellboy. I forgot about him. Oh, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help to get what is rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will be swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We could charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I too will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I want to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. You had a photo of the man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add the subtitle. Subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set, I guess. Is there anything we can present? I'm sorry, all I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. Oh, shoot. Is there anything else here? Full bed. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That is the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of our most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. Okay. I don't think there's anything here. Number 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Huh? Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. What's this? This is new. Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Interesting. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Yeah. So that looks like... Okay. We're gonna go back to the Gatewater. This is a man. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer, actually. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? That guy's way too excited about it. Yeah, sure, have him write it down. Sure, why not? Yes, this always put him on record that he swears by this. Like, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. Henceforth, I would be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Okay, we're gonna need that. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this, so we can use this. Okay, this is where we get it. Whoops, no, get out of here. This is how we get her. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have a spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. In this case, it's done. I'm shaving my head. So now that we have the affidavit... Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. It was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oof. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Red White affidavit discarded. Okay, so we don't need it anymore. Okay, so let's move. Let's get out of here. Let's visit Mr. Red White. Wait, that's a very familiar painting, isn't it? What's with the surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name, what's your name? I was just inquiringly asking the title that you go by. Right, Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Is that a word? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantic vocabulary. What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me in contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Alright. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock. It was to hear what she had done. What she's done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. Wright. The hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Well, because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? The big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. A worth nothing, a zilch, a zippo, nada. Just like that saw excuse for an attorney Grody burger. What? Ugh. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Read my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Compensation? Also comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that his painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Oh no, hang on, my controller stopped hanging. Sorry, batteries died. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Alright. Hopefully Grossberg is back at his office. Oh, how convenient. Where's the painting? Gone. Was it gone last time and I just now noticed? Had to have been. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I've not seen Al yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So I paid Blue Corp a visit? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Actually, I have a feeling he's blackmailing your lovers! He's probably giving you information. You're his client, aren't you? He's giving you information. What's that now? You've been protecting him all along. You protect him because you need his services. You gave him that painting in exchange for some valuable information, didn't you? Utterly ridiculous. Me, his client, I would never willingly deal with that man. Never. Huh? Did I get it wrong? He's blackmailing him. I saw the photos, I'm like, well, maybe he's giving him information too. I gotta do all this again. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? Uh-oh. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. Maybe the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in fighting people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years! All because of the DL6 incident. As you may have guessed, the name on the back of the photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. He gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. He'd been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White. He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office. She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. That's amazing. That's great. Let's go. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. Is it the photograph? Or the poster? Which file should I look at? Probably D? Well, if it's white, it would be T to C, right? The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Are you kidding me? Any other ones? Misty Faye, should I take a look? Yeah. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press, this parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So me and New Grossberg. Check the other ones. J through S, nothing much here. Maybe I'll skim some of it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here at the end is S. Suicide. Ooh. There's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait. I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... My god. This guy's a monster that can use these newspapers clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay, I think we've got what we need. So, if we go back to Blue Court... Oh, and you persistent. Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you, Mr. Lawyer. I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. If I make myself clear. Transparent. Whatever, dude. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. Very next day, took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this, you see. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know that you did to this politician. I know what you did. Blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening, coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that me investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even the child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We will be needing an escort from Mr. Wong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed. It could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in the position of fairly offering your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Oh man, we screwed up. No, I'm behind. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. The trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. All thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother? My sister? And now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Cheer me on in court. You could cheer me on in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. That was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece. Okay. Then, come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. About 30 minutes. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, near him.